am Fletcher Brown with another artist video blog here at our YouTube channel, Kicks96country.com. Our guest today, live in studio, please welcome all the way from the great state of Oregon, Caleb Lathrop. How are you, Caleb?
Doing good. How are you, sir?
Well, first I got to say I listened to the song, and I was going to say that's a great song.
Thank you so much.
I mean, Picture This is a great song.
Thank you.
I hear a lot of songs, and I love a song that just kind of, first of all, it's like just the opening beats of the song. It's infectious because you kind of bobbing your head and you're thinking, and then the lyrics start, and the lyrics feel meaningful.
Yeah.
All right. So we're going to talk about his single Picture This in just a minute. I just want to say that that's a really, really great song, and I think you're going to touch a lot of people with it. But I want to learn a little bit about you first, because I'm going to introduce you to our folks and say that you're originally from the state of Oregon, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. So you were a baseball player.
Yeah.
Playing music.
So I first started, I thought baseball was going to be my out. Sports was my life. I grew up doing it, and my great-grandfather taught me how to play guitar when I was really young. He used to have a little band and play in our county, and I knew the basic chords, G, D, whatever, but I never took it seriously until my freshman year of college, because I went through a breakup during senior year and going into college, and I was working. I wrote a little poem and went back home and put a guitar, some chords to it, and I was like, oh, I could write this. So I went and showed my baseball buddies, and they're like, hey, man, I kind of like this. This is pretty good. So I kind of was like, okay, I'll chase that a little bit, but I'm going to keep doing baseball. So I was like, where can I do that at? And I was like, okay, let's go to Nashville, go to Cumberland University.
Okay.
So I went there, did that, was doing great, pitching well, and then I threw a changeup and partially tore my UCL. And then my baseball coach, amazing guy, Woody Hunt, and he introduced me to Ben Hayslip and the Peach Pickers. And, and I was there on just chasing the dream.
Okay. So an injury took you out of baseball. But you said you decided basically to leave Oregon and come all the way to Nashville. So that had to be more than just a passing thing for you. You're thinking to yourself, I'm going to play baseball. I want to play baseball, but I kind of want to pursue this songwriting thing too.
Yeah.
So Nashville was obviously on your radar as far as like where to kind of start and support your music career. So that means that country music meant something to you even then. So were you raised with a good solid country background?
Yes. So I grew up with my grandparents and my great-grandparents, and I grew up on George Strait, George Jones, Willie, Keith Whitley, but then also on my mom's side, I listened to all kind of hip hop, and I listened to rap, and then on my dad's side, I listened to, rock and roll. I love every kind of music that makes me feel something. But I remember at a young age when I started feeling actually listen to a song, and then I went through something, and I was like, oh, I feel something from this. And I was like, man, that's cool. I would love to figure out how to do that and make somebody feel something the way that I felt when I heard it.
I got you. So songwriting obviously comes natural to you. You moved to Nashville, and now you've got your own. You've been playing, I guess, semi-professionally, at least professionally, for the last 5 or 6 years.
For music,
yeah.
So I really started busting butt in 2021, I would say.
Okay.
And then
Over 4 years.
Yeah, and things started kind of taking off slowly. TikTok started growing pretty good, and then I met my manager and kind of just kept going from there, and we're just building step by step.
Yeah, you've got nearly 500,000 streaming followers. So people are digging obviously what it is that you're doing. Have you already put out an album, or is this your debut album?
So my debut album was, I released it in November of 2023. It's called Bittersweet. And it's I don't remember how many songs I had on there exactly, but I should know this, but
It's okay.
Yeah, but that was my first technical debut album, and then I've just been putting singles out since and trying to just run that grind for a while.
I got you. All right, so let's move to the current single, Picture This. Now, is that one that you wrote, one that you co-wrote with other Nashville songwriters, or maybe one that came?
So I actually wrote it with one of my good buddies, Keegan Glenn. He came in with the idea of Picture This with the title, and we wrote it together, and then we wrote verse, chorus, kind of got the idea. I'm like, yeah, I like this. This is super cool, and the vibe of it, and we brought our other two buddies in, Steve Thomas and Jackson Nance, to finish it. And so we wrote it with, in total, 4 writers, and yeah.
All right, well, for somebody who hasn't heard the song yet, what is your explanation? If somebody says, what's the song about? How do you explain the song?
I would explain it as it's a 3-day romance on a vacation. maybe not 3 days, but a short romance on a vacation where you go on a trip and you meet this girl and you're just like, wow. And then that's it. That was it. The vacation, you leave and you're like, man, that's all I wish I could, I wish I could still have her. You know, it's like.
It felt like, listening to it, it felt more like, now this is just from my impression of it. It felt more like a long-term relationship. Like it felt like a man talking to his girlfriend, his wife of many years, and saying basically, I feel the same way that I did when we first met, and it's just sustained that way. That's kind of, it feels like, because you're kind of looking back, obviously,
Yeah.
But it feels like that relationship is still active. So I didn't really get the whole you're not here anymore, and I want that. But I think it works in either capacity.
Exactly. It could work in either, honestly.
Which is a mark of good songwriting.
Yeah. Yeah.
So the single Picture This is out now on country radio. Is this part of a greater album that you're about to release?
I'm in the middle of trying to work on a bunch of things, getting kind of a catalog of things, of songs written, and I'm not sure when I would release an album again yet. Maybe next year, but I'm really kind of honing in on finding certain singles that I really am enjoying writing and putting those out for right now.
All right. Well, for a guy from Oregon who's transplanted himself into Nashville, you know, you're banging on the doors of Nashville, you know, songwriting and playing. What's a major goal for Caleb Lathrop? What is you want? What is it that you want to do most in that?
Oh, there's a bunch of things. I would love to play the CMA Fest. I'd love to at some point then headline at like Nissan or the new Nissan that's going to be the new stadium. The Ryman, the Grand Ole Opry.
Oh, everyone was
I mean, yeah, I mean it's
get in the circle, man. Get in
exactly.
The circle.
And then I would love to headline. There's a show back home. It's called the Pendleton Whiskey Fest, and it's something that I grew up going to all the time, and I would love to headline that, or at least first play there, then headline it.
Well, we're looking at you, Oregon, hometown.
Come on,
Nashville's got him. You can have him back. Not forever, but you know, at least to headline the festival.
Yeah.
All right. So, Caleb, if somebody is listening to this and they're like, "Hey, this guy sounds really interesting, and the song is great. I want to learn everything I possibly can learn about him," where do they go on the internet to find you?
So you can get my Instagram, TikTok at Caleb Lathrop Music, CalebLathrop Music, and then my Facebook and YouTube are just Caleb Lathrop.
All right. So Caleb Lathrop is our guest. The single is Picture This. And if you want to hear it, we'll gladly play it for you. Call us at Kicks 96 and we'll drop it in there. Look for a live performance from Caleb elsewhere here on our YouTube channel. What's next for Caleb Lathrop, real quick, before we let you go?
I'm opening for Jackson Dean in Walla Walla, Washington on May 31st.
Oh, so you're back up in the Pacific Northwest then?
Yes, sir.
I love it out there. It's beautiful. I've never been to Oregon. Beautiful. I got family in Washington State, but I've never been to Oregon. I do have a friend who's moving to Oregon, and she sends me pictures of where she's moving to, and I'm like, that's just gorgeous.
It is beautiful.
All right. So Caleb Lathrop is our guest. Find him online on his social media and look for a live performance from him elsewhere on our YouTube channel. We'll see you next time on another artist video blog at Kicks96country.com.
What I wouldn't give for one more night. Get a love drunk off your lips. Damn, I miss your eyes. And the way they pulled me in, kinda like that ocean tide. Now they're just black and white. That still white frames where you've been ever since. And when I pictured perfect, I didn't picture this.